What's up, guys? So today we're going to be talking about anxiety, muscle tension symptoms in the lower body. Yesterday I did a video about the upper body symptoms. I'll post that at the end of this video, so stick around. You can check that out if you haven't when this video is over. But you know what time it is. Smash the like button down below if you're ready to kick anxiety in the butt. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you deal with any of these specific symptoms that we are going to cover. We're going to cover several. If you are new here, please hit the subscribe button because I make tons of videos like this to help you with your anxiety recovery. Now, you want to stick around for this whole video because I'm going to give you some awesome tips at the end to help you out with some muscle tension relief. And remember, see your doctor. If you haven't gotten checked out by a doctor, you need that initial reassurance to work on acceptance. I'm not here to play doctor. I'm just here to describe how anxiety could be causing these certain symptoms. So guys, whenever you are anxious, you have to understand that our muscles contract, especially if you're going into fight or flight mode, survival mode. Your mind and body is trying to help you run away from a dangerous situation or fight your way out of a dangerous situation. Do you think your muscles are going to be relaxed and loose whenever that is happening? No. So that's why you experience a lot of muscle tension whenever you deal with anxiety. Your body and mind's trying to help you, but whenever your muscles stay contracted for a long time, it can lead to a lot of secondary symptoms, and we're going to cover that right now. Okay guys, so let's start with the abdomen. Tons of muscles here. It's our core. It definitely gets tight whenever we are dealing with anxiety, especially panic, all right? We all have a six-pack. Believe it or not, we all have a six-pack. For some of us, it's in the fridge. For others, it's visible, okay? But regardless, it's there, so it's vulnerable to tension, so it can get sore, crampy, achy, especially if you're dealing with long-term anxiety. Something else that's going on around this area, guys, it's our breathing cavity. We got our lungs over here. We got our diaphragm over here. Whenever we are tense, it puts pressure on those areas. Does that mean that it's dangerous? Are we in dangerous levels of low oxygen? No. It just leads to more hyperventilation, shortness of breath feeling. We do a lot more rapid, shallow breathing because our breathing cavity is a little bit more restricted whenever we have a lot of tension going on. Moving on to the digestive system, tension can even have an effect on that. I touched on it yesterday, I'll do it again. We produce a lot of stomach acid whenever we are dealing with anxiety. So whenever we have a lot of extra stomach acid and then you put tension on top of that, believe it or not, it forces that acid upwards. So that can lead to a lot of heartburn, gerd, indigestion is another one. So if you're dealing with that, tension could be the culprit, pushing that stomach acid that's being overproduced by the anxiety upward, okay? And this can go all the way into your throat. I would wake up in the middle of the night with what seemed like lava coming out of my throat, so there's that. Also, guys, the tension can actually put a lot of pressure on the intestines, stopping blood flow, but also causing constipation, all right? So I know we talk about diarrhea a lot. Guys, anxiety and the tension can cause constipation as well. So that's how tension can actually affect your digestive system. The next one, guys, the lower back. I know a lot of you are dealing with this. This started up whenever I was 20 years old, but it made me feel like I was 90 years old. I would toss and turn throughout the night. Whenever I would sleep, my back would stiffen up. I didn't have an uncomfortable mattress. I had a problem with tension and anxiety. So I'd wake up from being still, the tension would take hold because I'm not moving. I'd wake up, I'd walk around like this for about 2 or 3 hours. Even if I had to work, it was that bad. And usually time and stretching and fluids would help loosen it up probably about 3, 4 p.m. That was what it was like every single freaking day for a couple years at least with the back pain. So it's very, very painful. Tension can cause a lot of lower back pain. I talked about the upper back yesterday. Mainly it was knots in the upper back, but the lower back, it just felt like the whole thing was thrown out. I talk about the importance of stretching exercise because I hurt my lower back really, really badly from doing some jump rope without stretching when I had anxiety. So the tension was there, jumped a couple times, felt my whole lower back go out. I was on the couch for a few days after that. So lower back pain is a common problem with anxiety tension. Okay, now we're moving down to the legs. We have some big muscles down here. So we got our quads, we got our hamstrings, we got our calves, all right? You can get tension in all those areas, even down to your feet. So obviously pain Just general pain from the tension. The more tension or the longer the tension, the more pain you're gonna likely experience. But there's some other things that you could be dealing with so you don't feel alone. Spasms, I would get spasm all throughout my legs, even in my calves I would deal with the spasms, all right? Tremors, internal tremors in that area, general shakiness, all right? Some of you deal with wobbly, jelly legs. You feel like your legs are heavy, you feel like they're weakened. Guys, that's because you've been under a lot of tension for a long time. Twitching. A lot of people, when they think about twitching or even twitching associated with anxiety and stress, you think of your face or maybe your arms, your hands. No, that can happen in your legs as well. I would get twitching in my legs and my calves, so that's common as well. Restless leg syndrome could also be caused by tension. I don't know if there's a ton of evidence suggesting that, but I had tons of tension and I would always deal with restless legs, so it made it hard to sleep. I would toss and turn. It was just like this irresistible urge to move my legs, all right? And dealing with the pain as well, it was pretty brutal at night, so I would deal with that. And I don't know if any of you guys have dealt with tension long enough to have this experience where you're just like getting up or you're standing up and you almost feel like your legs are gonna give out. Yes, that can be from tension as well. But if you made it this far in the video, go down below in the comment section and in all caps, I want you to put, I eat tension for breakfast. I eat tension for breakfast. Some tips to help you out if you're dealing with this. I'll start with the digestive system, guys. I mentioned apple cider vinegar to help out with that heartburn, indigestion, or GERD that you're dealing with. If it's being caused by tension, forcing up that acid, it can help balance out the pH levels and acid levels in your stomach to help with that extra acid. It wiped away my heartburn, so that wasn't a problem. As long as I took 2 teaspoons of this in a glass of water, you can add some lemon to help with taste. Drink it with a straw because it's kind of hard on your teeth, and just brush your teeth afterwards. I did that every single morning on an empty stomach, and as long as I did that, I didn't have any heartburn or GERD. Also, when it comes to that and dealing with the constipation, you want to make sure that your diet is solid, okay? Plenty of plants, all right? Plenty of vegetables, fruits that have the fiber. Just be careful with the fruits, don't go crazy. They do have sugar, but have some fruits. Nuts, fish, lean meats like chicken, lean beef, things like that. Make sure that you're doing away with a lot of the sugary, the cakes, the cookies, the desserts. Take it easy on the sodium, the fried foods, the processed foods. Try to eat as natural as possible and drink plenty of water, especially if you're dealing with the constipation issues. We talked about hot baths and hot showers yesterday. I'm going to mention them again. They can help you out with a lot of muscle tension, especially in your legs and your feet. Try that out. Again, cold showers, ice baths, they worked for me as well, so experiment with both of those. Massages, guys, you don't have to have a professional masseuse or anything. Just get somebody that you love. If you got a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, if you got a mommy or a daddy or somebody there, or just a friend to help you with your legs or help you with your back, it is beneficial. It's not a cure or anything like that, but can it help get some of those knots out? Can it help relieve some of that tension? Hell yes, it can. And if you do have the money to invest into a weekly massage or an every few day massage, do it, okay? It's just smart. Remember, you can always look into CBD creams, rollers, icy hot rollers. There's things that you can add to your bath water to help out with muscle tension and muscle pain. There's all kinds of ointments and creams. So if you need to look into something like that for the short term, try that out. Plenty of stretching, okay? And I'll put yoga in with this because yoga has a lot of stretching as well. Please stretch, especially if you're gonna start getting into exercise. I told you a little story about my lower back and how it went out when I jumped rope. I didn't stretch, okay? You're more prone to injury when you have a lot of tension and you're not stretching and you're trying to work out. So stretch maybe 3 times a day, 5 to 10 minutes. Find some YouTube videos, they're free, start doing it, okay? Yoga, start with some beginner yoga videos. Do that every morning. Do 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes of that before you get into your workout. Hydration, you need to make sure that your muscles are hydrated. That's gonna help out. And now exercise. I know some of you are gonna be hesitant to do exercise, especially if your legs are in pain. I get it, but you need to work on exposing and easing your way into it. Stretching, hydration, yoga, things like that will help ease your way into it, and you can do it in a more safe manner. But I need you guys to start being more active. The longer that we sit on the couch or lay in the bed or don't do anything, the stiffer our muscles get, all right? So we're gonna have to go through a little pain, a little bit of suffering to start getting the benefits out of exercise and to help loosen up those muscles. But remember, you have to keep on working on shutting down the motor that causes these symptoms. A lot of these tips are great. A lot of these tips can help, but if you don't shut off the motor that causes the symptoms and the tension in the first place, you're going to continuously work anxiety from the outside in, and I want you to start working it also from the inside out. We got to get down to our root causes. We have to change our life. We have to transform. We need a routine. We need tips, strategies, and tools. We got to expose. We got to go out there and face our fears. We got to handle what started this anxiety in the first place, okay? Something else you need to start doing is challenging your symptoms. Call your symptoms out, okay? You need to make sure that you're actually showing your subconscious that this tension is not needed on a daily basis. There's going to be a period of time where you're doing this and you're accepting and you're doing the right stuff, but your subconscious is going to keep on sending the symptoms and the tension. What's your attitude going to be like, right? Are you going to complain? Are you going to confirm to your subconscious that you're scared and that the symptoms should continue? You have to break that cycle, okay? If you're ready to put in the work, guys, if you're ready to face your fears, if you're ready to embrace being comfortable and to be consistent and work hard, then Elite Anxiety Bootcamp is down below in the description and in the first pinned comment. It's helping so many people reach their goals of either anxiety management or recovery. So many people are benefiting. I want you to live the life that you deserve. It's how I overcame anxiety. It's my blueprint, all right? It wasn't easy, but finally, guys, I was able to compile all that, put into a course to show you how to do it so it can save you time and it doesn't have to be drug out as long as it was for me. So go try that out. Online therapy, my coaching info, other resources, it's all down below in the description. Remember to like this video if you got value. I'm gonna put a couple videos. Here's yesterday's video on the upper body tension, and up here is gonna be another video for you to check out if you've already seen that. But remember to like this video if you got value, subscribe, and until next time, guys, I love you all. Keep fighting.